So this is question 4 on 2017 paper 2. So this question is made up of constructions, it's made up of area, and there's a small bit of Pythagoras Theorem in this question as well. So for question 1, it's very hard to show you how to do this. So the first thing you have to do is, because you're trying to construct a triangle ABC, I would always just draw a rough sketch. So A, B, and C. I know that HB is 8 centimeters. I know that AC is 5, and I know that B to C is 7. So that's my rough sketch there. I can see that it's easier to actually draw the longest line at the bottom, so I'm actually going to swap that around, and I'm going to have A to B here as 8, leaving me with C at the top. So always better to have the longest line at the bottom. So that means A to C is 5 and B to C is 7. So first thing you're going to do is you take out a ruler and you measure 8 centimeters. Once you measure 8 centimeters, make sure that you mark it on your sketch or your construction, sorry. The next thing that you want to do is you want to draw from A to C. So what you should do is get your compass, which is a metal thing, and measure 5 centimeters from the needle of your compass to 5 centimeters with your pencil. So open it out that much. Put the needle of your compass here, and what you're going to do is, once you've measured the 5 centimeters, is you draw an arc using your compass and draw a nice big arc, and that will be from A to C, and that should be 5 centimeters all the way there. Then you get your compass again and you open it up, and this time you're going to open it up for 7 centimeters, and again you draw an arc as best as you can. And what you're going to do then, so that one's a little bit messy, so once you've drawn your arc, then what you're going to do is, you can see that there's a point of intersection here, and you can just join that up using a ruler and join those two up using a ruler as well. And as a result, this means that this is C at the top, and make sure that this is 5 centimeters now, and make sure that that is 7 centimeters. So make sure that your ruler measures 8 centimeters, make sure that your compass opens up to 5 centimeters, place the needle of your compass, draw an arc, and then get the needle of your compass, open it up for 7 centimeters, draw another arc, and you'll find that these two will intersect. Join them all together, a nice triangle called ABC. So you have points A, B, and C, and all your construction lines. So don't be tempted to take these away, and make sure to include the lengths of 5, 7, and 8 on your diagram. So that is 10 marks. For part B, the diagram shows a square of side length of 2k. So this is 2k here, this is 2k here, 2k across, 2k across. So write down, in terms of k, an expression for the area of a square. Well, we know that the area of a square is equal to length times the width. So we know that the length here is 2k, and we know that the width is also 2k. So to simplify it as an expression, 2 by 2 is 4, k by k is k squared. So you can leave it like that if you want. You can include that it's centimeters squared just because it's 2k centimeters, but the 4k squared is your expression. So that is 5 marks. So here you've got an isosceles triangle, so two sides are equal in measure, and they have a hypotenuse of length 2k, and what we're trying to do here is trying to find the value of k. So we know that we're going to have to use Pythagoras Theorem, so a squared plus b squared is equal to c squared. So I'm going to put in the a values here, which is 20, b here is also 20, and c here is 2k. So 20 squared plus 20 squared is 800. 2k squared, be really, really careful. 2 by 2 is 4, k by k is k squared. So generally I just swap this around and make it easier for myself to read it. And I can see that if 4k squared is equal to 800, what is k squared? Well, divide 800 by 4 and you get that k squared is equal to 200. So what I'm going to do then is do the opposite, so square root. So square root 200, and you get that k is equal to 10 root 2. I would just keep it in third form for now. It just makes it a little bit more accurate for later on. So that is your value of k. Actually, it's asked you to find the value of k to 2 decimal places. So 10 root 2 is to 2 decimal places is 14.14. It just says it here. So for the second part, it's asking you to find the area of the remaining shaded section. Well, what we're going to do is we're going to find the area of the square, which is length times width. So we can see that the square from earlier was 2k by 2k, which was 4k squared. So if we put in the value of k now in for the k squared, so 4k squared, so if I do 4 times 10 root 2 squared and put that into my calculator, I get an answer of 800. And then if we find the area of the triangle, that was the rectangle and this is now the triangle, so we must do half the base by the height, perpendicular height. So what we're going to do here is half by 20, and then the perpendicular height is also 20, so you get 200. So as a result, that means that in order to get, sorry, this is a bit messy now, in order to get the area of the shaded, we are going to do the area of the rectangle, which was 800, minus the area of the triangle, which is 200, and when you put that into your calculator, you get 600. So that is 600 centimeters squared. So that is your final answer. That's what you're looking for here. If you can write it better than I have without being so messy, then that would be great. But that is your answer there. And that question is worth 10 marks in total.